right. Welcome to Literally Whatever.
Welcome back.
Yeah. After the long hiatus, the dry spell, it's over. Rain in the desert.
Yeah, we're episode 71. I had to look it up. I couldn't even remember. I couldn't remember how old we were. I mean, that was partially the reason why we were gone so long. It's just in our old podcast age, just hard to keep up with things.
Well, I mean, once you, like, a couple months worth of podcast, you're like, yeah, I can remember that. But, I mean, didn't we start forgetting which one we were on, like, when we were in the 20s? So,
probably.
I mean,
well, that was back when I was still doing them as Roman numerals, so I could. It was like, what is that one again?
Yeah, I mean, we're X V I. Just it gets hard to remember. So
yeah,
71. Holy cow! Where does the time go?
Holy cow, Sonny.
Yeah, sorry. I'm an old man, apparently. Jeepers creepers! Where does all the time go? So right off the top, I want to apologize if, like, my cadence becomes weird and the quality of the recording on my end is bad. I have a new mic. It's got this weird, I forget what it's called, but it's like,
He's monitoring himself.
Yeah, I never did that.
Which is what I've been doing the whole time.
Well, Cam's a true pro. For me, it's like, who's this fucker talking to me?
That's how you know when you're too hot on the mic.
I'm never too hot, Cam. I'm always lukewarm on the mic, both in content and technique. But so again, I apologize for the shittiness. I'll iron out the technical stuff eventually, maybe. Until then,
I have confidence it'll be fine.
I do too, Cam. Sound wizard Moen will make it right, but it's just the habit of people who create content to apologize for every little thing that's wrong. So
right,
yeah, that's what I'm doing.
I apologize for our entire show. Going back to the beginning.
Yeah, all the time, everything, ever.
all the parts where it sucked, which is, I mean, most of it, probably.
Oh, Cameron, stop. We got to believe in ourselves a little bit. I mean, let's say 70% of it sucked. 30% was good.
Okay. Fair enough.
All right. Well, we're back at it. How was your month and a little bit off?
It was good. I was super busy in June, so that's kind of a lot of the reason why we couldn't really do much.
Well, I'll admit I've been sleeping like at our usual recording time. I think I've already had that excuse, but I mean, nobody's really ponying up on the Patreon, so whatever, it doesn't matter.
Considering it doesn't exist yet, that's a good excuse. Okay,
well, we'll kickstart somebody to run our Patreon. We'll just have we'll have a chain of online panhandling to
a Kickstarter to start our Patreon. I don't know if it's ever been done, but maybe we should try it.
I think so. It'll be in the news. It's like, when has begging for money gone too far? One podcast has taken it to its zenith, or whatever. But Yes, very busy you were, as Yoda would say, family.
Yeah,
Um,
indeed.
Care to discuss, or is it all like busy? Is it? I
Well, it's just, I don't know, a lot of stuff going on the weekends, I guess. I
Yeah.
can't even remember. Well, I remember we tried to do one, and then you were like, you didn't know about your mic yet.
Well, yeah. I didn't know that the apparent this feedback thing. It's like a live feedback, so you hear. It's not like there's no delay, so or very minimal delay anyway. So it's like right in your ear.
Yeah.
It that's why it slows me down because it's like I don't know. It feels weird hearing yourself talk to yourself at the same time. It feels like I'm interrupting somebody. So I'm like, no, no, you go ahead. Oh, it's me. You're a fucking idiot. But yeah, I didn't know I had this feature, which was apparently highly desirable. And so I'm like, Cameron, I don't know what's going on. My computer's mocking me, and now I don't know how to do this. And it really, honestly, I'm doing better than I thought because when we tried it the one week, or uh, like it was like that. It just I kept fucking up talking because like I said, this is really bothering me. I have to get used to it. So that kicked off June.
Yeah, pretty much. We kicked off June with a failed episode, and then the next weekend I had a friend come out who was staying with me for a little while, so couldn't really do anything that weekend.
No.
Then the weekend after that, I was at my parents' place, and then
Oh yeah.
the weekend after that, I had another friend come out. So that weekend was busy. And then
Cameron Moen, the man of Victoria, I guess.
there's
Just everybody.
there's some
is a man to
festivals
see.
involved, like actually were.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I didn't even doubt it. It's not like funny joke. It's like yeah, of course, it's Victoria. There's gotta be
Yeah,
festivals going on.
it's true. Um, so yeah, it was a good month. Aside from
I've
having
never.
to work every day, other
Yeah.
than the weekends, it was a good month.
Well, it's like I've never heard anybody just really break down the amount of times like either it's like oh that was a good day or I've had a great year. Never heard anybody like you know what excellent month or you know what that was a good minute I had. That minute was exceptional. But
Yeah, I don't know.
I just never heard it. What, take in any good festivals, or was it just like your guests were like, I want to go to the Punch Yourself in the Face festival, and you were like, I don't want to.
That wasn't happening at this time, not yet.
No, oh, okay.
We did go. I remember a while ago I was explaining to you about the car free day. This
Oh
which
yes,
is actually called a street festival.
well,
So we were at
what? Yeah,
that for a little bit on that day, and then was it 2 weekends ago? No, last weekend. Jazz Fest was winding up, and so when my other friend, I'm not naming anybody. You know this person. We worked with this person. They're out. And,
I think I know.
And
Is it? Sorry, I'm just gonna guess. I'm not gonna say names, but him being referred to as Beetlejuice be an accurate guess?
No.
No? You might have to tell me off air.
Yeah, I will.
Because yeah, okay.
Anyway, we took in the last, well, I guess it was the second last, but bit of music in the park. And like always, there was a beer garden set up. And I was explaining to them, like, yeah, this is just kind of Victoria making excuses to day drink
Sure.
any given day. And it was because it was like, I think we were there around 1 or something, or 12 or 1. And and we're sitting there, and like they had like these bleachers set up sort of thing. And there's like this trio of ladies kind of like sat beside us. And then they kind of left, and I saw them like wander down to the beer garden. I'm like, yeah, they're day drinking. And then I see them like go in, and they all buy some beer. But yeah. And then we decided to do that as well.
It's like, you know
like,
what?
I mean, it's here.
Hashtag me too, says Cameron and his friend. It's a good me too. So it's nice. Day drinking. I don't know. I've never been a day drinker. I don't know. I've never been like, you know what? Sun and alcohol go well together.
Yeah.
I'm a drink in a dark dungeon kind of guy.
Anytime there's a festival here, there will be a beer garden set up, and they don't start like late in the day. It's like, I mean, the street festival started at like 8 in the morning, and the beer garden was open.
Well, I mean, I don't know the BC rules, but I think most places in Canada, you are legally allowed to serve alcohol. 10 a.m. is the earliest. So I imagine it was right at 10 a.m.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Well, because I was going to ask, you got to the beer gardens at about 1. Was there anybody visibly pissed? Just like somebody's playing a hot jazz lick, and then somebody's like, "Woo! Go to California! We're going to California, boys."
There could have been. I don't know. There's some people digging the music pretty hard.
Yeah, the old hippies just kind of weirdly dancing to it.
Yeah. It's fun, though.
That's good. No, Sylvan Lake had a jazz festival. I think it still does. I don't know why it said had, but it was fun. Always nice to attend. I think I only went. I said, "Oh, it's so nice. Always fun to attend." I went 1 year.
Yeah, we went to a couple things. Oh man.
Oh right. Yeah.
We went, like a couple years. I've usually went and saw something. I think the best thing I saw out of that festival was the Polygestures.
Yeah, holy shit, that just brings back high school memories like crazy, because I remember that, like, you and Mike must have seen them, right?
I didn't. Mike was the first person to see them. I think he saw them in Calgary or something.
Okay, because I just remember Polygesters. Everybody's like, Polygesters are so sweet, and I'm like, yeah, guys, Polygesters.
Yeah. And then that was a thing for a little bit, and then basically, I think it was my last summer in Sylvan. They were playing, so I saw them.
Oh, nice. Yeah, they were cool. Were they the one? Did they have a song about a wagon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't play that song.
The one they're like knows. Sticks. That was the big song that we all liked. I barely remember it, but I remember like My wagon, it's such a good wagon. Very Paul Newman-ish, Paul Newman-ish lyrics. But it's like
that song's called Fast.
Look at my wagon, how fast it goes, how fast I am.
Yeah, it's
faster than anything I am. Something. So, wagon wheels burn. Yeah. They all see me now. Watch me go. Faster than anyone you know. I can be any soapbox racer. The thing I keep singing because the echo in my headphones is making me super amused. But
you know a lot of it.
It's ingrained apparently. I know those weren't the exact words. I think I just got the rhyme and couplets.
Yeah.
Polygesters.
That's right. And I went that same year I went to, I think there was like a Latin jazz thing, and I went to that with friend of the show Winnie Clark.
Oh, that would have been fun. She doesn't she's very nice, likes everything. She doesn't strike me as somebody who'd be like, you know what, I'm gonna listen to some Latin jazz.
Well, we did.
Well, there you go. Shows what I know. I have an autistic style memory for songs I don't really like, and I don't know what other people like in music. Anyway, well, that's good. Yeah, I remember we went to the big band thing.
Oh yeah. That was good.
Yeah. Well, okay.
That's jazz talk.
Yet another new segment. A new segment every day. Oh, and I remember that one time we saw the jazz band in Sylvan Lake. Ghost played and Duran Duran played. Boom! We made it to a 3-part segment.
Big highlight that year.
Yeah, it was like, wow, who are these guys?
One of them wasn't even a band yet.
Yeah. Well, it's great. Sounds like a fun, productive summer, or 1 month of 1 month of a summer. Yeah, it's excellent.
Yeah, it was good. Okay, right. Canada Day was kind of like, it was okay. Last year was like huge. It was huge, and it was awesome.
Well, yeah. I don't know. I didn't have much for Canada Day myself. Nothing to say. Happy birthday, Canada. That's about
151. Yep.
Yeah. How time flies. Holy cow. Yep. Glad we're living here. There's something you said that, and now I'm trying to remember. I had something about Canada Day, but I mean, I didn't go out. I didn't do anything, so I don't know what it could have possibly have been. And anyway, great.
Yeah.
What a good...
I went and caught...
Yeah.
That was the last day of Jazz Fest, so I went and saw one band play. This couple guys I used to work with. So I watched them, and then there was nothing really crazy going on downtown. So I was like, nah. Then I just went to a movie. I went and saw Upgrade.
Oh. I'm trying to remember. Like, I saw a preview for it. Isn't there, like, a lot of, like, good actors in it? I'm trying to remember who's in it.
There's no real names in that movie at all. Um,
Oh, then, well, fuck me then. I guess I don't know what I'm talking about.
but I've been hearing about this movie for like a month. It came out in the States like at the beginning of June, I think. And
Right.
a lot of people were just like going nuts about it. It's like, this is one of the best original sci-fi movies that's come out in a long time. And so I was excited. Finally got to see it, and it was pretty good. Really, it's a lot of familiar stuff, but the movie is basically, I don't know, it's like a mashup of like RoboCop and John Wick and Terminator, and
Holy shit.
yeah,
It sounds amazing.
it's pretty good. Um, like I said, it's sort of a new take on like things that have sort of been done before, but it's fairly fresh. And
Oh,
like
yeah.
there's the main actor in it is really good. In terms of what he has to do with his character, it's a pretty interesting performance.
Okay.
And
Uh,
yeah, it was sweet.
Sweet. Upgrade. I guess that's one for the list. I spend my movie watching Jurassic World 2.
Oh, did you actually see it?
I sure fucking did. It, yeah. I take it you have not seen it yet.
I have not.
Um,
I think we
well,
have to save this discussion for next time because I'm still planning on seeing it.
yes, I was just gonna say, I won't mention anything about it. Um, yeah,
I've
it's
been waiting for the
I
theater to like clear out for that one so I can just go in and be there by myself and scoff at it as loud as I want to.
I am starting to not even consider people's feelings anymore. If the movie's that bad, I'll just be like, I won't yell, but I'll be like, "What the fuck?" Like, kind of under my breath.
Yeah.
It's yeah, a couple of those moments. But yeah, it's you'll see it. I won't mention anything else about it. So
Yeah.
well, we'll
My most recent movie watching was I went to Ant-Man and the Wasp on Friday.
oh, okay. I have no interest in seeing it, so you can just, if you want to talk about it, feel free. What'd you think of Ant Man and the Wasp?
I thought I had fun with it. I think
Yeah.
it's nothing like overly amazing. It's nice to have another like something after Avengers Infinity War. It's nice to go back to something that's like just sort of self-contained and small scale and like it's a
A little bit
personal
lighter.
story. Um
Well,
but it was fun. It was pretty funny. Um a little bit slow in the middle for me. And there's a lot of I don't know, I think I liked the first one a bit more.
oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really waiting to cash out of the Marvel thing. Like, once, the next event, like once the next Infinity Wars movie is done, it's like, well, now I'm gonna pick and choose. I have no need for the huge event movies anymore. They did what they
Yeah.
did. I don't need to see like, oh, I don't know. I might go back in if they kind of like, oh, well, guess how many people are scrolls? Like,
That's
yeah,
probably gonna happen.
yeah, of course they'll suck me in for sure. I've always, I don't know, the scroll thing is always, it's kind of dumb, but it's also like awesome at the same time.
Yeah.
Just like, so Captain America was a Skrull for the whole time. Yeah, yeah, he was a big old Skrull.
Yeah, I wonder
But
how that's gonna play out. I'm sure it's gonna happen, and then I don't know. It could be interesting if it was like this person was a Skrull the whole time, and then you go back and watch some of the movies, and it's like, oh, totally.
it's like nobody really noticed it, but you could see Nick Fury turning into a green scroll for 1 second when he's talking to Iron
Yeah,
Man. It's like, oh shit, nobody noticed it. Um, yeah, I'm smacking my lips a lot, or I'm doing the thing J Rock hates, the
oh,
tongue on the back of
you're
the teeth thing,
sucking your teeth.
sucking my teeth. Uh, yeah, I just fucking did it again. Anyway, well, good. Ant-Man and Wasp.
Yeah, I think it was funnier than the first one, and the action was a bit better, but the story was kind of like, all right. It could
Yeah,
have done some cooler things, and I think they wasted a couple of the actors that they had for that movie. But
okay.
yeah,
Well, that's
it
yeah.
wasn't. I don't have anything like hugely negative to say. Like they screwed this up. Meh. Nothing like that. I think it was just, it was fun. Is some of the jokes are pretty hilarious.
Oh, that's all right. It I gotta say, it sounds like a pretty medium movie.
Yeah, it's quite medium,
Just,
I think.
well, that's something. I almost hate medium movies more than like shit movies. Shit movies, you can talk about it. You can have like they're either so bad they're funny good,
Yeah,
or they're so bad like at least if it's bad, it inspires some sort of
right.
emotion. If they're medium, it's you're just like sitting there shrugging, like, yeah, doing that again. Sitting there shrugging, like, well, I saw that, and
That's true. Okay.
yeah. Uh, but yeah, I don't know. I'm really just like I can't wait to be free of Marvel. I just I hate like I didn't need to see a lot of the movies, but I don't know. First Iron Man, Captain America's, the rest were just interesting in some way or another. But
Yeah.
yeah, anyway, uh, yeah,
Okay, speaking of bad movies, then uh,
okay,
the other day I went on Netflix and I was just like skimming through like the horror movies. I'm like, I don't know, I want to watch some weird horror movie. So
sure.
I came across this one called The Vault, and and just based on the premise, I had to watch that one because it's like reading the synopsis. It's like talking about this bank heist, and it's like this crew goes in for a bank heist, but little did they know that the bank vault is haunted.
Oh my god, that sounds amazing.
You'd think, but
Oh
it
no.
wasn't. It was not amazing. James Franco's in that movie, and like one other person I recognized, I think, but it was it was pretty bad. Which I was
Jeez.
kind of expecting it based on that premise. I'm like, oh man, the, but the
Well,
bank vault is haunted. No way. Um,
the thing is, sorry, go ahead.
and yeah, it's not great. There was one
No,
actress in that movie that was like so terrible. It was like, how does that, how does that work? Like,
she's got a lot of sword and sandal movies in her future.
I don't know, maybe, but it's like that. Everyone else was pretty good, but this one person was just like such a bad actor.
I have to watch this movie now. I want to. James Franco. Like the thing is, he takes on like either like projects that they're either popcorn movies or just dumb humor everybody likes, or they're like really deep kind of things like that 128 hours or whatever it was. I guess he did Fly Boys, so I mean, I don't know. I don't know. James Franco does what he wants. To be fair, if I was a reputable actor and it's like, oh, Denton Walker, he's so hot right now. I'm gonna pitch him a movie about a train with an AI and it falls in love with him, or so, like just something stupid, and I'd be like, of course I'm gonna do it.
trAIn. AI.
trAIn.
AI would be capitalized in the rest of the letters. On it.
Yes. Yeah. That's exactly it. You fuck. Man. Listen, I know I'm not the reputable actor part yet, but if somebody wants to pitch me a science fiction I'm trying to come up with rom-com, but for like science fiction, like a rom-fi, rom-sense fiction. I don't know. If you want to pitch me one of those, I'm in. I can pretend to love a train, even if it is a robot
that's
train.
That's something we've never seen before. So yeah, original idea at least, and we got the movie poster.
Yeah, exactly. Man. But that's the thing. You just want to, like, how when somebody's in something really shitty, you got to wonder if it's like, well, this was a goof. I thought that was the funniest shit I had ever heard, and so I'm like,
I mean, well,
I'll do this for a long time.
Be involved in a movie with a haunted bank heist.
Exactly, and it sounds incredible right off the top. And the thing is, it's like, well, this is one of those shitty movies people like because it's so bad, like I said, or this premise is so genius. This is going to be like the most insane fucking, like, it's like Inception, where it's like, oh, you go into people's dreams and then you can go into people's dreams. And so it's like, if you pitch that where it's like, oh, it's a bunch of mercenaries go into progressively deeper and deeper dreams, you're like, well, that sounds dumb. But then Christopher Nolan turns it into Inception.
Yeah.
And it's fucking
crazy good.
Wherever you fall on it, it's like it's a very popular, respected movie. So I mean, a haunted bank vault. That's where it's like, well, either it's just ghosts in a vault, or it's, I don't know, it's like some sort of like weird commentary on capitalism and death or something like that.
I don't think so. It was
I imagine not.
It was pretty didn't make a lot of sense.
Well, like, so I'm just trying to picture, like, what about it being in a bank vault makes it so much, like, somebody's sitting there writing it out, like, okay, everybody's seen haunted houses, ghosts, and all that stuff. What can I do to really up the fear level, make it something nobody's ever thought of? Bank vault.
Yeah, it was original, but it was just didn't work.
You must have had one idea where it's like, that would look cool in the movie, where like the ghosts haunt some bars and the bars close. It's like, I'm stuck in this vault now. But he like, was there a scene in it where it was even like kind of cool or an interesting idea?
Not really.
So see, that's the thing. Like, when I daydream about, like, okay, this is the movie I would try and make, it's usually based off of like one idea. I'm like, that'd be kind of cool, and then I come up with ideas like, how do I get to that
Yeah.
point? Uh, so now,
Well,
especially in bad movies,
okay,
you want to
well,
see, yeah,
thinking like that, I can see where they landed. They're like, oh, what if it was this? And then they're like, okay. And then the rest of the movie just kind of didn't work, and the twist was just like, oh, okay.
it wasn't. It wasn't a bank. It was a credit union. The taxes are different. That man, this guy was gifted like James Franco. It's like, man, everybody's gonna watch this movie, and then they blow it
Yeah.
on Ghostball.
Well, Carrie Ann Moss was in the Bye Bye Man.
What's that?
We've talked about the Bye Bye Man. It's a terrible horror movie, and you should watch it because
I've got a
it's
list of terrible movies to watch.
it's pretty bad, but like it's pretty funny bad.
All right, I'll have to add that to the list. I've got a bunch of shitty horror movies, so I've got Vault, Bye Bye Man, which I'm surprised I forgot that one. That sounds just dumb enough to just be like, I've got to see that. Bye Bye Man. We've never talked about it. I haven't seen it yet, but Zombies is in my
Zombies.
Netflix.
Oh wow.
Yes, a zombie outbreak at a zoo. I
Okay.
was like, that could be interesting. Like to see a lion with like boils or something, whatever they put on fucking zombie animals. Yeah, and it's not a horror, but Snowpiercer.
Snowpiercer.
Have you heard
kind
of
of weird? A lot of people really like that movie, but I was kind of, I don't know. I didn't start it from the beginning, so maybe that was the problem. But I was kind of like, I wasn't really digging it that much.
it? The person that described it to me didn't really like it, so I kind of take it with a grain of salt. But the premise, see, this is one of those things where
Well,
it's
it's a
like
train movie. You might like it.
yeah, maybe. But it's like a vault. It's like the vault where it's like the idea sounds crazy, and it's either going to be brilliant or shitty. And fuck, I keep doing that. But a lot of people seem to. I think in Netflix it's like critically acclaimed movies and Snowpiercer. I'm like, okay, but it's about humanity lives on a train that goes through like the Arctic. It's like, so it's Polar Express, but forever, not just Christmas. Okay, like it's interesting, and you want to. The premise alone is like, I have to see what they do with it. I mean, I kind of know what happens, but yeah, it's. I don't know. Snowpiercer's on the list, not a horror movie, but another one where it's like, man, I've got this huge list of Netflix movies I have to watch now. I've been watching Glow.
Oh yeah, I whipped through season 2 of that pretty quick.
Yeah, I only caught the first episode. What a good show!
It's a really good show.
I really. If came up to me, like, hey Denton, you're gonna really like a show about ladies wrestling, I'd be like, get out of here, Jack. I don't know who you are, because I'm a black person from the 70s. But no, it's really good. Watch it, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know what I realized when I was watching that show? Is that I'm like, man, I really think they should make a Stan Lee biopic, and Mark Maron should play Stan Lee in his like 50s.
Yeah.
I'm like, he would be so fucking perfect.
I think so. Is Stan Lee kind of like secretly an asshole?
Like,
cause
I've heard Not like totally, but he was pretty business back in the day.
That that's fine. I just because when I picture Mark Maron as Stan Lee, picture a lot more swearing, a lot more like uh, being mean to people, just like fucking Spider-Man. No, the clone series is fucking stupid. You goddamn asshole! Why would you make him a clone? Fuck you! It just I can't do it like Mark Maron, obviously, but basically, yeah, just him shitting all over other people's ideas. That's what a Mark Maron Stan Lee is to me.
Yeah, I just thought he looks like him so much in that show.
Oh, exactly. Like,
Like he'd be
looks wise, perfect.
Yeah, the voice is kind of similar too. I think he could do the voice, but he'd obviously
You're
he'd have to play the character a little bit differently, but just like I'm like he's just nailing the look.
for for sure. Fuck you, true believers. I love to see it. Well, yeah. I don't know. I don't have anything else. I mean, I didn't do anything fun on my vacation. Like I said, I saw. I call it a vacation. This isn't my job. I just didn't do it for a month. Yeah, just movies and yeah.
Oh, I
exciting,
assume
so.
you finished God of War.
Well, yes, I did.
Did you enjoy being a god?
Yes. I loved being the guy who yelled boy a lot.
I know.
That was fun. Boy.
Boy.
It was very well written and acted game. It's just something I'm beginning to appreciate a lot more. Yeah, the ending was kind of the ending was good because, like, the thing is, it kind Assassin. I don't know how to describe it. Assassin's Creed kind of shoehorns itself, like, oh, look at this giant reference, and then just like, isn't that cool? And then you're like, all right, we get it. So you guys are in history.
Mm-hmm.
And God of War it's similar but different because they give you little snippets of it. So when they drop you the reference it's making, or like how all the characters are connected. When they drop it, it's like, whoa.
Yeah. But they don't like they don't make a huge deal of it.
Yeah, I think that's the
think
thing
it's
too.
just very like low key in the story. And it's like and it's just like, oh. Like they just like, oh. And then you're like, huh, what?
Well, they kind of drop the biggest part of the puzzle like right near the end. So then you're like, oh shit. And then when they finally spell it out for you, you're like, oh, actual shit. That's it's setting up for an interesting sequel.
I hope so. I loved that game.
Yeah, they never disappoint. They're fun to whatever degree.
Yeah, there's that like distinct turning point in the game.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, I remember this.
Yeah, exactly. I ended up just like, well, I'm using these now. So
yeah,
you get,
that was really good. Good surprise.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, well, are video games art? It's like, I don't know. Are all movies art? Like, they're becoming... I would put them on the same level of artisticness as a movie, for sure. Like, there's good ones and bad ones. Are the bad ones not art and the good ones are? I don't know. Or do they all just fit that category? What is art, Cameron? I suppose that's what
I guess
we
so.
all have to ask ourselves.
No, that game was a pretty artful game. There's an art to the combat
very,
system, even.
yeah, very art. Yeah, it was fun. I couldn't believe how hard it was. I started off on hard mode because I'm a pro gamer.
Oh, yeah.
I'm super good, but it was weird how simple yet hard the combat was. So
Yeah, it takes a little bit to get used to, but once you kind of have it, it gets easier.
yeah, like anything, just practice. Um, yeah, God of War. Recommend that. Watch and glow. Some God of War. Upgrade. Ghost Vault. lot lot of things to see and do. And by that, I mean things to see and do. You can do it all in your living room. That's the beauty of the things we recommend. We're not like, hey, go out and catch swordfish. No,
Okay.
sit down and watch things and play video games. That's what I'm passing on to the next generation, I guess. I don't know.
Fair enough. Yeah, there's one
Yeah.
part in God of War. There's like this one challenge where you have to eliminate 100 enemies, and
Yeah.
it goes on for a while.
Yeah. It takes you about 20 minutes to kill 3 of them. I mean, 100 of them, it gives you a weird mental workout. It was one of those games because an old school game didn't like a good old school game to me is where there's parts where you stall and you start to get really fucking pissed.
Yeah.
Like, that's a good game to me, where it makes you so mad. And then just one day, yeah.
Yeah, you just have to stop and then kind of not look at the game for a while because you're mad at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you start playing again, you're just at that shitty part that you hate.
So you're like, well, I'll play this. I'll play Tetris or some shit to just work on my frustrations. Blocks don't fucking kill you as soon as you come back to life. Fucking bullshit. Yeah, it's a great game. I've been moved on to ukulele. It's called. I don't know if anybody N64 old schoolers the Banjo Kazooie series is basically that. It's almost exactly like that. It basically just switches a chameleon and a bat instead of a bird and a bear. It's the same shit, but it's fun. I'm just like playing it, and then there's platforming parts where I'm like, I fucking suck at this. It's an old school. Just turn on some polygesters, play some ukulele, and have a good old high school day, I guess. Man, polygesters.
Yeah, pretty deep cut.
That is. I wonder if they're on Spotify. I have to. Yeah, it's so weird how it's just like, hey, do you remember the polygesters? No. And then 2 seconds later, oh yeah, I know all the words to their fucking song. Brain's weird. All brains are weird.
That's true.
That's what I say. Anyway, you know what? I'm going to say we call this one.
Okay.
unless you got anything else. I mean, like I said, I did nothing.
Oh, okay. More thing. One more movie
Okay.
thing.
Okay.
I mentioned earlier, friend of the show, Winnie Clark.
Yeah.
She has a movie out right now. You can watch it on most video on demand services. It's called Nobody Famous.
Right.
And it's a pretty good movie. It's a dark comedy and it's interesting.
I see. I saw a preview for it on a PlayStation Store even.
I know. It's not. That's how I watched it.
Oh, excellent. I was like, holy shit. Here I come to the pool house, baby. I'm getting ready. I've got my bags packed. But, yeah, I haven't watched it yet. I was hoping to get
fiance is in that movie too, and he's really good.
Yes. Yeah, I've seen all the other folks in it, like on Winnie's social media, Instagram and such. So I'm like, I know that person, kinda. I've seen that person. Winnie knows them, and I know Winnie. Yeah. So
it's good. You should watch it. Everyone should watch it because she said she'd come on the show and talk about it.
She won't. First of all, she's a liar, and she never lives up to her word. So, here's my thing. Usually, a guest that wants to promote will send a free screener of a movie. So I'll just wait for that. But no, I should see it. Support your friends in their artistic endeavors. Because art's good. Mm-hmm. Whatever you think it is. Whether it's a shitty video game or a great movie or a song. I don't know. I'm fucking babbling. Like, I've been babbling for an hour nearly, but now it's getting bad. So, yes. If you can take anything away from the show, watch Winnie Clark's movie. Nobody Famous.
Yes, I agree. It's a good movie. It's better than The Vault.
But I don't know if it'll be as good as trAIn.
trAIn.
Yes. That's, oh my god, that was perfect. I'm seeing it now. Anyway, goodbye from me. I will stop sucking my teeth. Maybe for the next show. Apparently, that's one of the technical difficulties I have to work out. But goodbye from me. And thanks for listening, and glad to be back.
And goodbye from me as well. Keep listening to the show. And yeah, you know the things.